Yeah, you're checking out Opie and Anthony. And right off the bat, I got to say, we have to be crazy to make Stone Cold Steve Austin wait. We're insane. I apologize. You came here early, but we're in the middle of something. You're sitting around the green room, and then you walk in. I mean, I've seen you on TV, but who the F would ever mess with you?
It was okay. I'm moving in slow motion today. I need about another gallon of coffee, and I'll be ready. But
it's too early.
Apologize for the wait. I'm good.
You're all right?
I'm good.
I thought it was Larry the Cable Guy.
I love that guy.
I thought you were him.
No, you
I didn't. Get with the hat and stuff.
Do you want to get your ass handed to you?
We would love for you to just do something to him.
Oh, please.
That's Rich Voss.
I
double dare you to throw him through that window.
I want to see the stunner.
You don't dog dare me, maybe I will.
And it would be a challenge because it's two windows, so you're going to have to throw him really hard.
Really hard.
You'll definitely get him through the first window, but we want the second window to break it as well, so he falls to his death.
We really like this guy.
That would be funny, huh?
Yeah.
Hysterical.
We've had a lot of wrestlers in here. You have a real, and I don't really watch wrestling, but you have a real vibe to you. Like a lot of the guys come in, you're like, oh, that's the guy, fun guy from TV, but he has like a real, like, I'm a problem vibe. It's like I don't feel like the normal protection you would feel because like even when like Liddell comes in, Chuck Liddell is a bad dude, but I feel like that protection because he's Liddell and I'm like just a regular schlub. But I feel like he could strike me.
Yeah, basically what Jimmy's trying to say, every once in a while we have a guy come in here and you just make us all look ridiculous. Like we're helpless.
I'm starting to feel guilty.
We're helpless in your presence. It happened with Chuck Liddell.
That's a good one.
And I'm also feeling it with you as well. When I was watching wrestling, you were the one to watch, man.
We had a great time. I mean, that's the best job I've ever had. You know, lots of good memories with WWE and, all the storylines with Vince and Junk and all the toys that they put in my lap to play with. I look forward to going to TV every Monday just to it was a big release for me because it let me raise so much hell.
Yeah.
It was kind of like therapy.
No, it was frustrating to me, and I realized, like, the PC police got to, Vince McMahon. When you wrestled and at the end of the match, obviously you're opening up the beers and you're drinking them on TV.
Yeah.
And then something changed there where all of a sudden I'm like, oh, wow, Stone Cold can't drink the beers anymore. What's that about?
Maybe because he was throwing them out to like 8-year-olds out in the audience.
Yeah, well,
that was hysterical. We used to watch and go, Stone Cold's handing beer to children.
That's true.
This is fantastic.
They would bring in a cooler of beer. That's right. I forgot about that. And he would throw them out to the audience, and these little 8-year-olds are catching them. But then what happened? Someone obviously sat you down in an office and said, we can't have you drinking beer on TV anymore.
No, I can't remember when that happened. I mean, it might have been a slow spot there, or I really can't remember. But because, I mean, we kicked it right back in.
Yeah.
Because, still these days when I go back to do an appearance, I mean, we've got the beers and all the stuff. So,
yeah.
But, so much has happened. I mean, I lost track of a lot of it. Sometimes I'll sit there and talk to my favorite professional wrestler is Nature Boy Ric Flair. And sometimes I'll talk to Rick. And, Rick's been around a lot longer than I have, obviously. But he doesn't remember some of the stuff he's done. And I guess, there's so much happened. You just, I remember a few things, but I can't remember all of it. I tried to.
Yeah.
Mick Foley's got an incredible memory. That guy will remember every single thing he's ever done. And I don't know how he does it.
And write it in books.
Absolutely. he writes good books.
He's a good friend of ours. He comes by a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good Long Island boy.
Me and him used to travel together back in the day.
Yeah.
He's as big a cheapskate as I am. We're pretty tight on the money there.
Are you a real chiseler?
Yes, you got to be. You got to save your money. Back when you first start wrestling, when you're not making any money, and you kind of start griping about the money, the old promoters would always tell you, "I ain't got dang son, it's not what you make, it's what you save." It's hard to save anything if you're not making anything.
They would put you in a lot.
You grew up with that mentality,
and they put you in a lot of crap hotels, right?
Well, you got 3 or 4 guys in a car like sardines, and everybody's on the floors. Seniority rules. The senior guy gets the beds. Lower guys on a totem pole. You're on the floor.
Boss, do you have a question for Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yeah, kind of. I do, because growing up watching wrestling, and I mean Haystack Calhoun and Gorilla Monsoon, they would have been everybody.
Oh my God. How old are you?
How old? What wrestler?
Haystack Calhoun and Gorilla Monsoon.
Did you adjust the aerial on the old black and white Philco television?
But everybody, when those two wrestled, because they were just big men,
absolutely,
were so into those two. They dominated everything back then. And where did it go? When did it change, you think, from just big to, like, glamour and stuff? You know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
Okay. That could be the single
Stone Cold, don't
Dumbest
sit there
question
and make believe you just heard a real question.
I've ever
please.
heard in my life.
And here's how
I'll
you,
drive him. Do something.
here's how you,
Give him the stunner.
Here's how you knew it was going to be stupid. Too much setup with fact. But
Yeah.
when I was a boy, no one cared.
They're
Flavors.
They're just as big, but now they're in shape.
Haystack Calhoun. He brings something.
But Haystacks was glamorous. What are you saying?
Yeah, see?
Nothing.
Did you grow up here in New York or
In Jersey.
Okay, Jersey. I got a whole different brand of wrestling growing up in 100 miles south of Houston in a small town. I grew up on a whole different promotion, and I didn't get a chance to see. I remember Gorilla Monsoon, of course, because he was still in the company WWE when I got here. But I didn't get a whole lot of that brand of wrestling, and I actually WWF back in the day was one of the last federations I got, just because of the way TV used to run back then. But I wouldn't say it ever switched to glamour. I just think everything's changed. If you look at old football from what it is back in the old days to what it is now, I just think the times change and the product changes. It just looks a little bit slicker.
Yeah.
It's still the same business.
It's like golf clubs. They don't want,
Yeah,
Oh,
just
boy.
like golf clubs. E-Rock, you got a question for Stone
Speaking
Cold?
of golf clubs,
E-Rock's a big wrestling fan.
cave your head in with one.
E-Rock,
Oh, E-Rock is a big fan.
E-Rock was very excited when he found out that you were coming in here today. What's your question for him?
Is the match going to happen with you and Hulk Hogan?
I highly doubt it. They've tried to get that match to happen for a few years now, and I'm just not really interested.
You don't want to do any more wrestling?
You never say never in this business, but I think, pretty well. I've been out of the ring for a couple of years. I got a lot of good memories. And, once you get out of the ring, for the time that I've been in, if you wanted to go back and just have one match, I mean, the time that it would take you to get ready for that match, you're looking at several months
Right.
to get in the right kind of shape, get timing back and start taking bumps in the ring and all that junk. So it'd be really a long process. When you say one match, it's not just going to happen. And pretty well, I've been there and I did it, and at the highest level possible, and had a good time doing it. Really focusing, more on the movies and stuff like that. So I still have a long-term contract with WWE. I'll always be a part of that company, and I show up and I do things, when it's good for them and it's good for me, and it works out. But that's pretty much the
I
extent
think
of
I got the translation. Basically, he's saying the movie business treats him better.
I wouldn't say that. Not
The
at this
hotels
point.
are better. You don't have to share a room with guys on the floor.
I'll tell you what, I've been treated pretty good with WWE.
I know, I'm just
can't
complain
about that.
Let's get Stone Cold out of here. Jimmy, what's the plug again? He's signing copies of what? The Condemned on DVD?
Condemned is on DVD. It's coming out, and tonight he will be signing copies from 6 to 8. It's at FYE. 1290 Avenue of the Americas, the official address, but that's 6th Avenue. Corner of 51st and 6th. 6 to 8 p.m. There's going to be a line, so don't be an ass and show up at 8 o'clock. Just get there early, and you get to meet him, and he will sign.
Very cool.
Seems like a very accessible guy.
we have the same sneakers.
Well, yeah, but I commented on a fact. I didn't try to bring him an hour from the city to horse something I was doing. Hey, I'm performing tonight in Connecticut. Do you want to hop on a plane and meet me south of Massachusetts? He's signing something. So 6
I'm
to
saying
8.
after
Your
the
show's-
show, you never know if he's hanging out. He could be staying by one of the hotels in Jersey. You
Just
don't
tell him you're
know.
not going.
tell him
Please.
no.
Please.
Kenny, I'd like to go, but goddamn, Kenny came up with a hell of a reason.
Yeah, see? Stone Cold Steve
But if
Austin.
you could tape, I'm sorry, but
No,
if you could tape that on like a cassette or something and send it to me.
I have a DVD if you
Via
want.
ca-
Do we have any DVDs around here?
I'll
Lost
take a DVD if you
Right.
got one.
I got. No, I want to give. I don't want to plug my DVD. I have a very funny comedy. I would give you. There's got to be one.
I
in the
want you to
studio.
hand it to him just so I can see it broken by the elevator. Like when he's long gone.
No, because he likes. He said he likes Larry the Cable Guy.
How-
He likes comedy. He would
How
watch my
bummed are you
DVD.
going to be when you walk out of this building today and you see it in the
I
in
bet
the
if he
gutter?
gets my
In the
DVD
gutter right outside
and
the
watches
building.
it in his hotel room, he will crack up. Do you? Where's one?
Crack
you
up the
gotta have
disc.
one of my DVD. You don't have any of them
Why?
here?
Why
They're
would we
going
sell
like
them all?
hotcakes, Rich.
Yeah.
And why would he be
no.
watching your DVD
Why
in a
would
hotel
we?
room when he's one of the most famous wrestlers ever, and he could probably...
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't watch comedy. He
Dude,
doesn't watch.
Not when he could be banging chicks in the hotel. No, what would you do? Would you watch you or bang chicks in the hotel?
Dude, we've given you, we've known you for 8 years. You've given us 2 copies of your DVD.
I give no way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we don't have them just laying around.
Yeah.
Read your shirt. Stone Cold Steve Austin, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We got to take a
Appreciate
break. It's Opie and Anthony.
Read your shirt.